Welcome to our reading for the weekend. So, Saturday and Sunday, the 12th and 13th of November, 2016. Remember, it's a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing. So see what feels right for you. It could be one sign, and that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest, greatest good of everyone, so we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. How you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave? Preparing for that wave, crashing into the wave, riding the wave, or ignoring the wave? Also, feel free to make this an interactive video with me if you want to pull some cards for yourself. And if you have some time, try to check out the links below. Show your love and support to the artists and musicians, and see if there's more clarity, signs, symbols, depth to this reading or what you were wondering for this weekend in those links below. Thank you for joining me. I love you guys, and I'll see you in a moment. Welcome to our weekend reading for Saturday and Sunday, November 12th and 13th, 2016. Let's begin and see what God's source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all, clarity, focus, understanding the energies of the day, and wisdom to ride these energies best. One card for the highest, greatest good of all, Saturday, Sunday. Books. So, reading, writing, paying attention to the books, getting to the books, setting time away to read, to relax, to sleep, to do research, to gather some information, something that you've been meaning to do, have been putting aside, procrastinating on. I feel like it's also something new books, new subjects, I'm getting new subjects. So maybe something you don't normally read, but are getting into now. But it's something that you're into. I'm not really getting that you were told to read this. I feel like you stumbled upon it, if that makes sense. It's that book that fell off the shelf that you had and you never read. Or you see on somebody else's bookshelf and ask about. Or, I don't know, you have a phrase in your mind and then you go somewhere and you see that book. I guess there's not that many bookstores, so I feel like you stumble upon this subject or information or specific book by chance. Or, yeah, I feel like it's something you find. So you connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. Wait, you connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. I also hear publishing. So I'm not sure if you're working on something to get published, or I hear self-publishing. So maybe there's a way to do it yourself. You know, to make some copies of something that you put together on your own, and find a way to distribute your book, like I'm getting like a pamphlet or something, like even like art. You know, maybe you're looking for a way to show your art, and you can put a little book together so you can have it. I'm getting like a little book in your purse so that when you're out somewhere you can kind of pull it out and here you go. Here's my artwork. Something small, you can give one away, better than a business card. Even if you do something with crafts, not necessarily art, but I'm getting like album covers. So maybe graphic arts, or I'm getting wood again. I'm getting a lot of wood lately. Carving, wood, maybe jewelry, something like that, where you can take a picture and have it in like, you know, a little pamphlet, something small, and give it away. So not only can you share your like your art, your creations, your inventions, your ideas with someone, but they can also share that with somebody else. You know, if you give that pamphlet to a person and they have it in their purse or their bag, or I'm getting like a business, maybe you can leave it in a business. Maybe you have art displayed in a restaurant, something like that, and you can leave little pamphlets. So if somebody asks about your art, perhaps you're not selling that collection or those, yeah, I'm getting even photographs, like maybe photography collection, but maybe you have something else, you know, in your collection that they're interested in. So something to give away is what I'm getting off of this. So I'm getting tiny books, like, you know, better than a business card kind of thing, whatever that is for you, or even, I don't know if there's a way to give away a CD. I'm not really getting a CD, I'm actually getting a book. So it has to do with something printed. That's what I'm getting with this right now. So let's move along to, I'm going to go to the numerology cards, and let's get more clarity on books. I'm still getting self-published. So something you think of on your own and you put together on your own or have help with, you know, but nothing huge, something easy to do, and that either gets you the right connection to be published big time, or, you know, connect to a bigger publishing company, or to the right, I feel like it's just getting you the right connection, you know, to get where you need to go. So it starts with something small. All right, let's get another card for Saturday and Sunday. And that's 2, patience. Patience. So having patience with results, having patience with putting your thoughts together, finishing something. I'm getting finishing a book, maybe finishing a few if you're like me and you read a few at once. Maybe it's having patience and going, you know, I mean, I can't say to read one at a time because some of us just don't do that. So maybe it's having patience with getting to the end of all of them, so you can put everything together. I'm getting like a summary, like putting everything together in one place, having patience, taking your time, getting through something, allowing something to unfold, allowing the story to unfold. 2 is a feminine energy, so it's allowing something, opening something, receiving something, gaining something, and it's patience. So I think of temperance a little bit, timing, divine timing, allowing timing, like pure natural timing, like nature. It's also like a light orange, and it makes me think of being creative. So allowing patience with your creativity and what comes through and how it comes through, and not pushing. I would say just where you lose time a little bit when you're into a book and time goes away. Not where you're forcing a page to be read and you lose everything you read on that page because your mind left the page because you weren't interested in it. So it's not a force, if that makes sense. It's an interest. It's you gaining all that information and you're wrapped in it rather than being lost in it. I hope that made sense. All right, let's go to the romance angels and get a card on matters of the heart, communication, love, relationships for the weekend. express your love. So I just got somebody writing about romance, or writing about relationships, or writing about like something to help couples or relationships or communication, or different ways with how you can express your love. Even romance. I'm getting romance novels. Something like sexy and lovey-dovey a little bit here. So maybe it's towards somebody. Maybe, oh my, whatever that was just made my door open a little bit with the wind. So maybe you're writing a love poem, a story involving somebody you know, or because of something you went through, or just pure romantic fantasy. Go ahead and make that romantic gesture. I'm also getting somebody who wants to make a move on somebody this weekend. You see somebody across the way, or somebody you know, or you want to make a phone call and you're hesitating. Maybe you've had a lot of patience in the situation. And now it's time to, I'm getting you still want to express yourself, but you have to start with how you actually feel. So maybe you have to write it down first to understand what you're feeling for someone before you talk to them or make that call. I'm getting that first before the call is made. For another group, I'm getting that you just go ahead and you make that romantic gesture, and then the poems come later. The story comes later. Everything unfolds later after this move is made. This gesture is made. Perhaps somebody else is making a move on you here, and they're expressing their love towards you. And this is, I feel like, either something you've sort of dreamt about or imagined before, or you have to allow this story to unfold when it comes to you. So don't shut the book really quick if someone's expressing their love towards you, even if it's in a way that you maybe don't understand. Maybe look towards the gestures somebody's making towards you this weekend and see how it's maybe an expression of love, even if it's not a typical way to express love. Maybe have patience with that other person. Maybe they're trying their best, you know, to express their love towards you. Maybe it's not how you normally receive it or see it, or not the normal means it comes through. So have patience with this person, this situation, or this could be you, you know, trying your best to express your love to someone else, and it's maybe unusual to them. Maybe you give a lot and someone's not used to that, or I hear smooth. I feel like somebody's really smooth in this, and don't shut that away. Perhaps allow the next page to turn. You know, ask another question. Maybe make a smooth, you know, I'm getting almost like sarcastic, but like, ooh, that just opened the door. Sarcastic, smooth move right back at them. I'm getting like two witty people just kind of like, you know, like you met your match kind of thing. So maybe if you have someone that makes something that seems like a smooth move towards you, or you get that like nice witty saying that just comes out towards someone else, maybe just go with that. Allow it to unfold, see where it takes you. Maybe that's like a book that's gonna like almost like the wind coming and just kind of blow something open here that's, you know, gonna take you on a new dance. You know, like somebody cutting in to, I feel like somebody just cut in on your dance, and maybe you move better together than apart. All right, so let's go along to, let's go to the Angel, the Power Archangel Tarot. And let's get more clarity on express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Maybe if that's you, and you're normally the quiet one or hesitating towards that move, you're usually the one sort of in the books doing your own thing, not really about making moves. Usually, you know, you do something with patience. Maybe still have patience, but just make a move. Start and still have patience in that situation. Don't get ahead of yourself, getting all worried about what you say. Just C, I feel like it's something really witty that's going to come through, or a really nice conversation, or you're meeting somebody new, or a really good opportunity that's going to come through, or just a nice time if it's not somebody new in your life. I feel like it's just a nice flowing energy that comes through here. If you just sort of open that book, you know, allow that page to unfold, allow the wind to come through and blow something new your way. All right, let's get another card for the weekend. Oh, I pulled two, so we have two. So, well, this is the Ten of Michael. This is like, oh, you're so glad it's over. Take a bow and, you know, you're on to the next. Sometimes this card is really harsh looking. It's like a guy or a girl in the sand on the mountain being stabbed by a bunch of swords, and you're just done. You're tired, you're complete, you're over it. You want to move on, you don't want to do something anymore, and this card means it's done. Curtain call, whatever was weighing you down before, whatever you were scared of doing before, you don't have to worry about with this situation. This is something new. This is not the same old show that you're in here this weekend. It's not the same old show. It's something different. Have patience with this situation because it's going to be new. It's a 10. So, and by the way, that's the sun. So you have, that's the opportunity that I was thinking about mentioning before, being yourself. Maybe you weren't yourself in this show. It wasn't the right role for you. You were there to learn something, you know, you got some skills, you learned to perform a different part, but I feel like you had on a front, you know, it wasn't the part for you. It wasn't the right crowd around you, even though you gained something from it. It's time to move on from this. This is much better. This is the golden opportunity. This is when you're yourself. This is when you're I hear glowing like a child here. The sun is 19, so let's move along to the one we're giving up. The 10 of Michaels, a tweener card. Having patience with something that's ending, but you're beginning something beautiful. A situation has ended, and you're finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. So, you know, it's like, it makes me think of like not wanting to get up in the morning. You know, like you're just at the end. You're just not wanting to get up. You're just done with something. And it just takes a little bit more push to know you get through this show, take a bow, and then you're done. So this is also interesting because this is also a 10. The 19 is also a 10. So you're definitely ending something pretty harsh and beginning something better. You know, you learned a lot here, but you're ready to just let it go. You know, so allow things that are unfolding now to unfold as they should. Books. I feel like this has to do with something that you read in a book. This opportunity is, I feel like it does have to do with books. Either something you saw in a book or something that you're going to learn by reading, or a connection that you're going to have from words with somebody else, with an opportunity, or just your own words. Maybe you weren't being heard before with this, the 10 of Michael. I just thought of biting my lip the other day. That's kind of weird, but like, not actually like biting your lip and not saying what you mean, but I actually bit my lip. But I thought of that, so maybe there was something where you couldn't talk here. And, you know, it has to come out first with words. Something you learned in the past where words are going to set you free. Conversations going to set you free. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. You know, maybe what you thought was really harsh before is leading you towards success. You know? You can only really teach how to get through something and have success in something if you've been through something and learned from it. Now it's a success. Now you have gratitude towards where you are and the opportunities you have because of, you know, that contradiction and balance and realizing lack. You know, the lack in something here, or whatever you went through, or whatever you learned, or whatever was harsh, or whatever you're ending is bringing you a new beginning. It's because of this ending, this situation, that you're going somewhere else, turning a new corner, entering a new performance for you, one that involves you. I feel like this is really you here. 19, the sun, so that also is a 10. It's just success. It's opportunity, and recognizing that opportunity when it's there in front of you, when the sun is out, and grabbing it. You know, not letting it pass you by. You know, if you have, I'm getting, if you have to end, if you are still in this show and it's still harsh, you know, but you're sort of reading about something else, or have a desire in something else, or you're writing about something else, or have creativity somewhere else, and this opportunity comes your way this weekend, grab it. Whether that's a class, a meeting with someone, you know, giving away your business card even, or getting something done, or making a connection, do it. Start to end whatever this is, and see this as see this differently. You know, see this thing that you went through as a blessing to get you here. All right, I hope that made sense. I'm going to move along to the steampunk. Let's get another card for the Ten of Michael and the Sun. Books and expressing your love. I'm getting that it was hard for you to express your love in the past here. Like every time you tried, it just didn't work, or I don't know, you felt like it wasn't received well. You know, you were at the wrong audience for your show, and now you're finding something right. Now you're finding the right opportunity, the right direction, the right place for you to shine. I'm just getting that sometimes you have to take the wrong role, or do the wrong show, or have the wrong job, or do something that, or have the wrong relationship so you can learn what's right. That it's not really that harsh. It's just a lesson to bring you towards your own truth. So you can be yourself, so you can free yourself, so you can start something new. And that's the Seven of Wands. So that's standing up for yourself. This is also having the higher ground. So maybe before you were in a show, I'm getting that where you're standing up on a thing and that energy was sort of not understanding you. You know, you felt like it was coming against you. You felt like something was pushing you towards a different way, but it's a 7, so it's pointing you towards your own truth. You have the higher ground in this situation. You see this situation differently. So I feel like you're ready to just kind of jump off this stage, jump backstage, you know, go somewhere different, you're protecting something you believe in here. And it's ultimately moving you towards your own truth, your own journey, your own spiritual path, you know? So sometimes forces are, look at all of these, there's like, look at how different they all look. They're all different opinions, conversations, energies, opportunities, directions that have come your way to actually lift you up, you know, so you can see the difference between them. So you can see all the strength you gain from those different situations. And so you can rise above those situations and look at them a different way, see how far you come. Look how calm she or he is. You know, you have strength here. You're actually on the higher ground. You're reaching a higher level for your own spirit. So you're not really battling something. You're just gaining something. So what might feel like pressure here is actually, I feel like it's just sort of boosting you higher. It's making you have a better vantage point, viewpoint. and ultimately bringing you towards a different opportunity, which is here. It's the one that's good for you. You know, it's where everybody understands you. Everybody, I feel like you're connected to others in the sun that are receiving you. You're heard, you know, you're received. Others receive your words. I'm getting words as well. So maybe here, what you were saying wasn't really received, but it was moving you towards your own truth, you know, discovering something about yourself, reading something different than what you were told, going a different path than before, you know, so you can actually rise above this situation. Have patience in this situation. I feel like it's all for a divine purpose. You know, you're receiving, especially with this, you know, you're receiving something pretty intense to push you somewhere different. So let's sum up this reading with, it's also standing up for yourself. So if you feel like you're put in this position where you have to, just have patience, be calm, and understand that the different opinions here are sometimes just that opposite friction, that opposite energy, that opposite something to make you see the other side of what you were standing up for in the first place. So you see both sides, you know, to give yourself, so you're not just seeing something one way, but so that you're standing up for something that you understand all sides of. So perhaps if you don't understand a side of the situation as well, and you're standing up for something, and there's one opinion here you don't get so well, or you're, you know, thinking that you're saying the right thing, but maybe you don't understand this particular issue here, then maybe it's time to just have patience with that certain person or scenario or thing and get to the books and read a little bit more so you have a better vantage point of what you're standing up for. You know, that opportunity to see something a different way or the opposite way. You know, opportunity can come in different ways. So let's get one more card for the weekend from the Winged Enchantment Oracle card. This is all birds. I like this deck. All right, let's get one card, excuse me, for the weekend. And that's the Eagle, number 10. That's like the one. That's a 10. We got a lot of 10s. So, and with the sun, this is 10. So, it's about, I hear spiritual return. I'm not sure what that means. When I think of the eagle, I feel like it's an independent soul that can fly free and do everything, or, you know, go and do things on your own, you know, for yourself, flying above the situation, independence, freedom, strength, being a badass, but then sort of being independent, but then united as well. Number 10, I think of the I am, the one, the yang energy magnified with the 0, you know, extra energy and protection around it. Let's read on the 10, the eagle. All right. I am eagle, the thread that binds you to spirit. I am the great sky dancer. I am your ascension made manifest. I am power in flight. I am the one who soars highest on the least amount of effort. I am faith in that which carries me. You have called to evolve, and I am your guide. Your soul demands growth, and I am your nourishment. I am your signal to climb higher, push harder, and then let go. Allow that final push, and then float freely on the changes that are coming. Do not attempt to steer the progress. You have become too rigid in your spirituality. Clinging to dogma can hamper inner flight. Enlightenment will not come from books. That's sort of interesting. Will not come from books or classes. It is a lifetime journey. You may not know what the next thermal is coming to lift your wings, but have faith and make the leap anyway. Break the chains. Learn to soar. Get outside of your head and fly. You are gaining altitude. You are reaching the sky. You are limitless. You are eagle. That just brought this whole reading to something opposite than it started with. Ooh, I'm losing my canvas. So maybe you are too immersed in the books or too worried about what somebody else said, and it's time to write your own story. It's time to write your own book rather than relying on what has been written before, what was said before, what somebody else said about something else before. Maybe it's not that at all this weekend. Maybe it's having patience with what you're discovering on your journey. That's what's important. It's those new words. It's having patience with what you've learned and what you've gone through. That's special to come out now, to come through now, to learn now. I feel like you're flying free with something that you were just told before, you read before, you believed before, and maybe that's not the truth. That's not your truth. It's not helping you to soar. It's keeping your book closed rather than allowing another book to fall off the shelf that maybe hasn't, I feel like it just has blank pages on it. You know, the words are ready to come through by you this time. So maybe open up a new book that's blank today. You know, maybe not rely on the words written by somebody else, but start to make your own. Start to look in what you've gone through that maybe is harsh, you know, or what you're looking to end, and start to write a new story here. You know, start to see, I want to say, something that you love to do, something that you did as a kid, something that's the true you shining through that you can write about. You can express yourself. You can be you. What is it that you're standing up for? Maybe that's what needs to come through here. I hope this is helpful for you guys. I love you very much, and I will see you